Yep, it's going. It's going to land.
That was the longest time.
Pause, and you're just like frozen. You're like
between clicking the button and actually going live. But we're live now.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
hello.
I'm back. I have been gone for a very long time, and I missed it. And I was slumpy, and I was busy, and I just want to be back. I just want to be back. So, and it's my birthday.
Exactly. Happy birthday. What better day to come back, jump in the thing than for your birthday?
I know. Making a comeback. You know what? And I had the energy to film one video in August, and I never found the energy to edit it. Edited the whole thing today.
There you go.
Just found it. I was like, all right, am I in the groove? Maybe, possibly. We'll see. It would be great if it was. So I'm here with Destiny.
Yep. From Desi Reads on Instagram.
On Instagram.
We're going to get so used to saying that when I have a channel, we're going to like continue to say
You're going to start saying from Instagram or wait.
And this. But
hello, Katie. Thank you. Hello, Jamie. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Hi, Erica. I know. Yeah, and actually two videos I filmed in August, and one was our book talk. That's an hour long, and that is not the one that I edited. But that won't be too long of an edit, I don't think. But I needed to edit this one so that I could. It was a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's fine. It's fine. That's coming. Okay, Circus Train.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Coming to a theater near you. Actually, just YouTube. It's fine.
I was about to say that's going to be a big screen, and I don't know how I feel about being blown up that big.
Hello, Helen. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, Jamie. So good to be back. So what have you been up to today?
I have just been wrangling children. We have Disney on Ice tomorrow, so I'm just making sure baths are done tonight, and we went to the store, did some errands, and that's about it. Nothing super crazy. What did you do today on your birthday?
I slept in.
I mean, say less. That is a joy in itself.
Which was nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did a little bit of cleaning because I found like the gumption to do so. Edited some videos, watched some TV. I read a little bit.
What are we watching? What are we reading?
Oh, I watched Unexpected from TLC on Hulu.
Love it.
And this show called Saving Hope that I did not know was a thing. But it's about this like surgeon guy, and he gets into a car accident, and he's in a coma at the hospital where his fiance works. It's a whole thing. They get in a car accident on the way to the wedding, so they never get married.
Okay.
And he like is in a coma, but he's like walking around like as a ghost.
Okay.
And then he meets all of these people that are also ghosts, like as they're being worked. Like it's a whole like sci-fi fantasy thing.
It kind of reminds me of this book, A Place Called Home, by I think it's Cecilia Ahern, and basically she goes into the main character passes, but they go into the forest, and this forest has like people that have gone missing, just like a whole village of just cases that are in between, like a place called nowhere. They're not, they didn't pass over. They're not, so it's interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of fun, but I can't watch like a lot of, I can watch one episode and then, cause they're like intense and they show stuff.
Oh God.
It's fake, but they show it. Like,
I really want to get into Grey's Anatomy because I heard it's really good, but I just can't do the blood, and I just can't.
It was on a list for people that like Grey's Anatomy but are sick of it.
Oh.
Like I was reading this article. It was like for people that like Grey's Anatomy but are sick of it and want something different.
Yeah, I tried watching The Resident with, I still call him Logan Hunsberger. I don't know with Matt. His name is Matt, but I still call him Logan. And
that was on that list also, FYI.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But again, blood diverted me away from it. I was like, I'm good.
See, I like medical dramas because I find it fascinating that people can handle that kind of stuff. And I just, it's so cool to watch somebody doing something that I could not do.
I mean, I was not good in operation. I don't think someone's going to hand me actual tools, especially if I get queasy at the sight of blood. Like, I think that's like just when you're going into medical school, that probably is like the starting point. Like, are you queasy? When someone's vomiting, do you vomit as well?
How that should maybe be blood for the medical school conversation.
Yeah, I would think that might be when you're thinking of it. If you're thinking of becoming in that field, that might be a question you might ask yourself at some point.
Yeah, but then I went to, I had to go to Walmart to get a hand mixer because I have to make beer dip for my grandpa's birthday because, spoiler alert, today's my grandpa's birthday as well. And we have his party tomorrow. And I have to make the dip yet. So I might make it after we stream or I might make it during one. I don't know. I got really into, I was going to edit for a while and then I was going to make the dip, but then I got really into editing and it just didn't happen. So it's fine. But, so I did that. And then on my way home, I stopped at Starbucks and I got my free birthday drink at Starbucks. And
okay, so what's your drink? What is your order at Starbucks?
Well, I don't really have a usual order. I have like mood orders, like the pink drink and the strawberry SAI refresher. Like those two are like my kind of go-tos if it's like night to your time.
Okay.
And then like I love like their cold brews and like the sweet creams.
Okay.
But I kind of go, like, I just feel it and like whatever I'm in the mood for, like, that's what I order. I don't have a usual. I don't really have a usual.
Okay.
I do love the London Fog and I love the one that you got me on, the throat coat one.
Oh, the medicine ball. Yeah. I heard that was written.
The citrus honey tea. It's, I like that one too, even when I'm not feeling like I'm going to die. But yeah. So yeah, not like, they were pretty low key, but last night after school, after work, some colleagues and I went out for drinks. It was one of my other colleagues' birthday on Thursday. So celebrated both of us. And then my brother-in-law had a fire out at his house. So I went, at his and my sister's house. So I went. That wasn't really for my birthday, but just went until then hung out
at a
there.
bonfire. The house was not on fire. The
house was not on fire. Yeah. Yeah, the house was on fire. We were lighting marshmallows.
Yeah, well, it's my sister's house too. I just went like so casual.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's been a very low key birthday and I guess it's still kind of going, but it's fun because my students treat me extra well on my birthday, like all the time. Like they're always just like so excited to wish me a happy birthday. And I love that. And we had time with our younger buddies yesterday, and the first grade buddies all made me a card because it was my birthday and they spell in the most interesting ways.
Yes.
So that was really fun. And they're really excited to show me exactly what they did. And it was so fun. But yeah, I mean, it's been a good birthday.
Good.
But pretty low key. This is my celebration. Like, this is my, like, I need my friend time. Like, this is it. Like, need all my friends. And yeah.
And getting some reading done.
I haven't gotten any books yet. I did get money from my parents and my grandparents, and I'm probably going to spend some money getting books on those. So
no, your birthday week is not over yet. Your birthday starts Saturday. So from Saturday to Saturday, you might end up getting items in the mail. Okay. So you have a full week. So before you start counting all your little eggs in your basket, I would not go to the bookstore until after Monday. That's just my thought process.
In other words. Hello, ML. Thank you. Yeah. You want to jump in and do a sprint, or you have other things planned? I don't know.
Let's jump into a sprint, and then we can get into things after a sprint.
Yeah. Okay. So we're both reading Keeper.
And it's not planned.
This is not planned. I'm reading Keeper number 9 because I'm super far behind on my buddy read with Krista. And I need to get farther in this puppy. And you are reading.
I'm reading number 5 because I started the series and they're a little thicker. So I thought to myself, either you enjoy the ride and slowly read one after another, or you plow through them and then you don't read any other books, which it does not work well for me. I like to juggle. I like to be under what I call a book stress time crunch. I have a lot of books going in and out. I have fun monthly, but yes, I'm starting number 5 tonight. So there's that. There's my plan. And if I get a little ambitious, I'll switch over to Stephen King because I'm a good little chunk into him.
Yeah, I also do have this buddy read that I'm super far behind on because my buddy read partner already finished it. Like a long time ago.
I don't know who this buddy might be, but I think this buddy has definitely read it like last month. That's okay. We have things to talk about. Maybe she knows that eventually you guys will talk about it, and she's written notes. So it is fine.
She's super understanding.
Well, you're a teacher. You just started back into teaching. I don't need to go through this soapbox. You're never going to get like sassiness from me. I am completely understanding. Things happen, and it is
Thanks.
fine.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Oh, thank you. And thank you. All right, let's put up the timer.
Okay.
Sit up. Sit up. There it goes. 25 minutes, good?
25 minutes is good.
Okay. Babbling Brook. Happy reading. How'd you do?
I did good. I read the preface and a full chapter. So it's pretty interesting. I had to remember kind of where we were at in the story and kind of what went on, and then quickly got caught up. How'd you do?
I got 23 pages.
Well, that's good.
So-
It's an easy read. It's just there's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and I love it. And I
Oh,
love the description of they're just celebrating their midterms and like the
Mhm.
scoring and whatnot and the gifts, and it just seems like such a great celebration. And I really like those fine details of like what perfumes smell like or what the candies are or how she made this interesting dessert that's like half cupcake, half brownie, but like candy inside. It's almost kind of like Willy Wonka-esque. Like it's giving me Chocolate Factory vibes. How did everyone do reading? I was looking at the
like whimsical.
Yes, I was looking at the comments just to see
Thank
what
you,
people are
Jennifer.
reading.
Thank you, Emily. Emily, is your birthday in September? Or do you love somebody whose birthday is in September? What is everyone reading? Yeah, share in the comments. We're both reading a keeper.
Mhm.
Krista's here. Krista.
I know, and she has
I know. I
book
was
friends
just saying. I need
weekend.
to. When I showed my book, I was like, I'm so far
Behind.
behind. And you're such a dear to stall yourself for me because I'm all slumpy, but we will finish it in September. And I know I said that in August, and I probably said it in July.
It's okay. We're here.
And it's
We're
all
working
my
on
fault.
it. Also, what pizza is your favorite? What homemade pizza are
Ooh.
you making? Like, what are your toppings?
Yeah,
I'm a good foodie girl. Like, I
that
want
is a
to know.
late dinner. It's 8:42 where she is.
You know, she was busy today, okay? She just had
Yeah.
things to do.
Yeah, no, I'm not judging. I'm just saying she's speaking facts.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Kim. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you. Go Tell the Bees I Am Gone
I heard
by
that.
Diana. Is that an
I
Outlander?
think it's Outlander. Yes, I think it's
Diana Gabaldon is Outlander, I
Yeah.
think.
those books could really hurt somebody if you threw them at them.
Oh, yeah.
Say.
Who could keep her?
I know.
His name is Series of September. Yes. And see, this is perfect for Series September. So it has to
It
be.
is.
I'm going to finish it in Series September. Ridiculous. I hate being slumpy. I've just,
But we're trying to power
White-
through it.
I'm trying to. White Bug. I don't know that I've ever heard of that.
No.
Wait. Did you mistype? Is it White Knight?
Book 8 or 9.
I don't know that either, but I've heard of the Dresden Files.
Okay.
I did not know it was that many.
I think I heard
books.
of the Dresden Files from Emily because I think she was reading one
Probably.
and I saw a comment and I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Star Trek sci-fi. Ooh, that's exciting.
Nice.
I'm not gonna lie, I did buy 2 collections of the Star Wars books. I think it's the first 6 or something. I've yet to open them, but I bought them. So they're on my shelves.
But you already started reading the Stephen King book that you just got, didn't you?
Oh,
Or
Holly.
not?
No, I haven't read Holly yet.
Oh, because you're reading a different Stephen King book.
Yes, and then I'm gonna read Holly, but I wanted to read this one because I pulled it from my little TBR
Right.
jar
Because y'all, this is how cute her husband is. Okay, he like pre-ordered the Stephen King book for her, knowing
it's an
how much she
automatic
loves him.
buy author. Like it's an automatic buy. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I just love it. And then I found a TikTok on a little rant, and this makes all the sense. Like my eyes popped open. So it was R.L. Stein, and he was talking about how he gets compared to Stephen King and that he is the children's version of singing Stephen King. What they called it in the article was he's the training bra for Stephen King. And my eyes popped open because you know this. That Goosebumps is my first. Fear Street. And I'm like this. I've been this way all my life. Like I just had like an epiphany. Like this is I've always been into like this makes the sense. All the sense. Anyway.
Right. And fun fact, okay, when I saw R.L. Stein speak, he commented on that fact that, you know, he was called the children's version of Stephen King. And he went up to Stephen King at a restaurant or somewhere, and he's like, I'm R.L. Stein. I'm the guy that everybody says is the kid's version of you. And Stephen King, apparently, according to R.L. Stein, said, I know.
Because he said in the thing that Stephen King had told him that you've overdone what was it, carnivals, I think it was. He's overdone a specific setting, and he's written about it in multiple of his books that he's like ruined it for everyone. Nobody can use this setting because he's done everything that you could possibly do. And I'm just like, I love that they were together in one place. I know
that they just had a conversation. Yeah.
Can you do a like master's class of you guys talking? Like, don't get me wrong. I love Game of Thrones. I understand they had an interview and he talks about like, how do you write so much? And, they were talking about that. But anyway, I would just die. I would die a happy girl if I could. I would pay good money. You talk about these Taylor Swift tickets. If there was a one-on-one Q&A, like in the audience, just I would be silent and observe.
Oh, yes, Krista, I know you have a lot else to read, but it just makes me feel so bad that I'm so slumpy, and you're so patient, and I super appreciate it, and thank you, friend. She hasn't started editing yet. She's answered comments, which is very fun and very cool. Emily, happy birthday, September 5th. Aunt's birthday, September 14th. Brother, September 28th. And a dear friend passed away was September 9th.
That's a busy September.
That is a lot. Good people are born in September. My sister is September 10th. I'm September 16th. My grandpa's September 16th. My cousin is September 5th. And
Stephen King is born in September too.
And 9 months before September, we can all do the math. So anyway, I'm reading Discovery of Witches. Love it. 150 pages in. Do not understand the hype at all. Oh dear.
Oh no.
I've never read Discovery of Witches. I got it from the library and I never read it.
That's you're committed almost 150 pages. And I mean, you could quit, but you're a little bit into it.
Yeah. I mean, you can quit at 150 pages. Yeah. DNF. What?
If you're not feeling it, there's more books out there.
Eternity Engine by Strawn Murray. Last book in Orphans of the Tide trilogy. Nice.
Good for series September, Katie. Way to go. Oh,
nice. Pizza crust is the garlic and her basic cheese and pepperoni.
Yep.
They did have some shredded chicken I added tonight too. Okay, so
what's yours?
Once a month.
Order.
Well, I'm a basic like sausage cheese, but I also love like the specialties like chicken Alfredo pizza and barbecue pizza. Like I love that. But once a month, the Home and School Association gets hot lunch catered in because we're cold lunch. We brown bag it, but once a month we do hot lunch, and we got pizza from a local pizza place, and we had to get some gluten-free pizzas because we have some gluten-free kiddos, and we had some left over, And we had a ton left over. It was crazy insane. Like the next day, all the kids still had pizza. It was great. But I tried a piece of the gluten-free pizza, and I kid you not, it had so much flavor in that crust. I was like it didn't taste like pizza crust. Like it didn't taste like pizza crust, but it tasted so good. Like I was like, this is an okay.
So
like
I've had
substitution,
I've had it if you have it at a restaurant quality or you like really cook it well, I've had cauliflower crust, not a cauliflower girly. Like I think it tastes like dirt. I'm sorry, my opinion. But when they put it in a crust form, and there's also a chicken breast crust, like they make it from chicken, which would be interesting. Depending on how you jazz it up, you can tell the difference obviously than from bread, but it's a good alternative if you want that pizza feeling, but healthier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and the brother of your friend, 40 years.
My goodness gracious. This is
so many. Yeah. There were a lot of September birthdays in my class too. Like I had a lot of friends growing up that had birthdays in September, and it was like, it's crazy. There was a lot of us. It's so fun. Forgot I had agreed to go help out at a church with their kids tonight. Got the call 5 minutes before I had to be there. No dinner.
Oh,
you
have your late dinner, and you know what? You enjoy it. You deserve it.
Oh, absolutely. Just finished a late dinner, and I'm ready to join in on sprints tonight. I've got plans to start keeper number 1.
Oh my gosh. Keeper number. My favorite has been
where she's at keeper number 1. You're in the middle, and I'm at the end of what's available.
Well, I'm not going to give any spoilers away, Cass, but I'm letting you know my favorite has a tree house. They go to a tree house kind of bungalow situation, and I'm not going to say who, but that is a setting in one of the books, and it just gives me like hook when they go on the island and they have like that big like Lost Boys from Robin Williams version. Yeah, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that book.
My favorites are 3, 4, and 6.
Isn't it 4? Is that what I'm talking about? Is number 4? Or is that
4 is what you're talking about?
4, yes. I love 4. I loved it. It was good.
Yeah. Oopsies. Yes. Late to the party, but that is okay.
Party just started.
The Rocky Road to Ruin by Mary Allen. Fun, cozy mystery. Nice.
I think I'm going to do a fun, cozy mystery thing in like winter time. It just seems like the type of books that you bundle down with when it's snowing outside. We'll see.
I love reading cozy mysteries in September and like fall and September.
Oh, okay. I could see that. There's really a lot of different themes. I've seen like
Halloween, but there's a lot of seasonal cozy mysteries. So it's not like, loved Goosebumps as a kid, but I'm not a huge Stephen King fan. Like a few of his things, but I do love a good thriller.
That's okay.
Just joined. Thanks for stopping by. Happy birthday. Thank you. I meant to just say thank you. I don't know why I read it. Listening to 19 Claws and a Blackbird, and I just kept saying, what?
Don't you?
I really love books that do that to me, but some people don't.
And you just sit there and you're just like, what did I read? Or like you have to like take it in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, you were born on Labor Day. Nice. I think my cousin was too, actually. Who's on September 5th. I wonder if it's the same one. I don't know. I don't actually know how old she is.
I mean, after
there are a lot of cousins born at that time.
Yeah, well, and after a certain point, like people's ages, like
it was like the cousin rush.
Am I supposed to drop it on the dime? Like, hello, I'm trying to remember my kids' birthdays when I call on the schedule, and Otto's and mine are both in January. And do you know how often I've repeated mine? And they're like, no, your child's birthday. And I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
can't-
well, and
I
it's
can't
funny 'cause
figure
we
out
had
what-
the parents had to at my school had to renew their library cards because we go to the public library,
Mhm.
and it's amazing. And I totally get it, but the number of times that the parent was like, every once in a while they put the child's birth date, but then they put the year 23, and or that the year was just a little bit off than what the library had, and they're like, we have to check it though. Like we can't just be like, oops, that was just a typo. We like have to like, is this right, or was what we have right, or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
I
just,
only have 2
like I
kids,
totally
so
get making that mistake though, because I'm like,
yeah. Well, and I'm trying to keep their birthdays in track, and I can't imagine. I only have 2. I can't imagine if like the bigger families of like 5 or 6, and they're all close in age. You know, they're like, yeah, that's you're gonna need a
yeah, like
spreadsheet. I don't know.
they must.
Calling the doctor.
I
All
don't
of
know.
them need to go to the
Pretty
doctor.
impressive
All of
though.
them.
Yeah. Emily loves Discovery of Witches, but she agrees that you should DNF if you're not
Yeah,
feeling
if
it.
you're not feeling it.
I've not heard of this Orphan of Tides. Ooh, it's a middle grade.
Mm.
I need to look that up. Okay, first 2 books are on Scribd. Good to know. Thank you. Has also loved Discovery of Witches. Lots of setup in the start, so it seems
Just a
slow.
second.
But whoa, book 2.
Oh,
Like I didn't even start it when I got it from the library. I got it because it was, I think the Bookstar read along was when they were doing Discovery
Isn't it
Witches.
blue cover?
I got it. Yes.
Okay.
It's got like a whole bunch of magic going around. I love the
Yep.
font on it. It's really actually a gorgeous cover. But
I think I have it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I have it. I know I have a witchy book, and I was like, oh, I'll read this in October. But obviously, as you can tell, that's my last bookshelf, and it is not stained, nor sealed, nor put up. So we're just waiting. It's fine. It's fine. We're waiting. It's great.
Soon. Her husband is also building her these beautiful bookcases.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like a whole wall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
I don't
just
know if you can. Oh, wrong way. That wall right there. Right.
books.
You know where. You see it. It's a whole
Mhm.
wall. And I'm super excited. I'm just happy that the
That's where
basement
she's going to film videos in front of it.
I know. I'm so excited.
Oh. Emily thought book 2 was slower. I love how books hit us different ways. I love it.
Some people really like it. Some people don't. Some people are fans. Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I have to look up Orphans of Tide.
Okay. So
What is it? Orphans of Tide. Okay.
So as
So
you're
what?
looking
What?
that
You
up,
said you had something.
yes, as you're looking that up, I did something that I thought was going to be really fun in between sprints. So I did for your birthday, because it is your day, I did a Q&A, and I came up with some questions and some things just about Amy, because we're here to celebrate you. It is your day. I don't need to answer them back. It could just be all about you, and I love it.
But it's my day, so I can make you answer them back, right?
I mean, you can.
And we can answer them in the comments too.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
The whole
Mhm,
party.
yeah.
Yes. The whole party.
Yeah.
So my first is, and if you have multiple, it's not it's an open-ended. It's not a one shot. What is your favorite childhood book? Like, what book, when you think about like growing up, you're like, this one has stuck to me. It is like maybe the reason why you read a lot, or yeah. It could be a series.
Okay. I have a couple.
Okay.
I just need to see one thing. Hold on.
Okay. No, you're fine.
Okay. Okay. So the first one
Mhm.
that I made my mom read with me millions and millions and millions of times,
Mhm.
my poor mother, was the monster at the end of this book, starring the lovable Grover, from Sesame Street,
Yes. Yep. Yep.
right? Where Grover's like, the monster at the end of this book. And then you turn the page and he's like, wait, turn the page back. That's it, a monster. There's a monster at the end of this book. What are you talking about? What are you doing here? And then, like, the whole book, he's like trying to get you to not turn the page. And my dad, honestly, I would read it with him too. My dad would like really get into it. And we would just be giggling, my sister and I, like that book, reading that book, like with my family, with my parents, like that book sticks with me. And then the other one, I feel like a babysitter always read it to me. And it was The Best Little Monkeys in the World. And I don't know who it's by, but it was a little like step into reading book. And the premise is that this babysitter comes and is babysitting these two little monkeys, and they're causing all of this trouble as the babysitter's like sitting on the phone the whole time. They end up in bed at the end of the night, which this was probably like a terrifying book for parents to read. Like, I get why it's a babysitter that read it to me, right? But the parents come home and they're like, how are the kids? And she's like, they were the best little monkeys in the world. And I just like, I can picture pages from that book, I don't know if I still have it, but the monster at the end of this book, I've had multiple students like do it for forensics. Play acting, solo acting, where they like played both parts as the person that's flipping the book and the person that's like Grover. And oh my gosh, it's just always the best.
It probably pulls you back to like those like fond memories too.
Yeah, every time. And it's great. And I love it. So those are my two favorite, like little. And then like the Sweet Valley High.
Okay.
But the Sweet Valley Kid, Babysitter's Little Sister, Babysitter's Club, Sweet Valley Twins, Sweet Valley High, all those iterations were just like the jam. And then Goosebumps and Fear Street. So, yeah. Do we have?
Exciting. That's cute. I'm gonna pick up that monster book now.
Yeah.
So I think mine would be Caps for Sale, and it's about this traveling salesman, and he has so many caps, and there's monkeys in it that take his hats too at the end of it. And I always thought it was like the wildest book. Like I don't know why. I still get a kick out of it. I bought it for my children's library, and it just is. And then the other one would probably be, and I just remember it was very wordy. But I remember looking at the pictures, and I remember constantly like could make the own story out of it. So I would do it for the pictures, but once I got older, I got it. But it was Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, because let me tell you, there's nothing wild than pancakes on a school. Like I remember they had like the crane, because I had like the older like edition. I don't know if they have newer editions, but mine was like pretty much older, and I just like loved it because you could tell it was like hand drawn. It wasn't like computerized, and it was just, I don't know, there's just something about like those types of books. I loved it.
Mm-hmm. So then did you watch the movie?
We have watched both movies.
I mean, it came in like after you were a kid, but
yes, it came in. It's a big hit in my household because I have a funny guy, and he thinks everything silly is just the best. Like he just gets kicks out of everything, and he definitely thinks he loves it. he's like, "Oh, is it raining?" And I'm like, "Yes, it's raining." He goes, "Oh, water." And I'm like, "Yep, it's not gonna rain syrup or anything else. It's just water."
It's water.
And he's just like, yeah, he's
Oh, that's
yeah, he
awesome.
just he's
All
great.
right, just to go back to Discovery of Witches
Mhm.
quick. Emily is not a fan of the companion series Times Convert.
Okay.
This is about the orphans of Tide. Sci-fi with some fantasy thrown in. Sold. Anna Green Gables is Emily's. Discovery Witches. One of Discovery Witches has been more than slow. Scroll. A toddler hanging at your feet, but not moving. Kind of slow.
Yeah, I know.
You should DNF, Erica. Like,
Yeah,
you need
like,
to put
this
that
just
book down
sounds
and slide it across the floor.
wait, it sounds like a miserable time, Erica, for you. I'm just gonna say that, especially if you're trying to
Yeah.
do something, there's nothing worse than just being tied, you know, sacked down. I mean, get your exercise in, but let me tell you.
Yeah. Oh, I love From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Baisley. Freaking Wheeler.
Do you remember other honorable mentions about childhood? Amelia Bedelia. It was Amelia Bedelia.
I read
and it
Amelia
was,
Bedelia
like,
with my grandmother all the time.
road trip, and it's like, okay, it's time to hit the road, and she's like smacking the road with a stick, and I cannot.
Read the Christmas one. She has to dress the turkey.
And so she dresses.
And she made a little skirt for.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, Amelia Bedelia. Yeah. T-shirt with it. Oh, I love that book. I love it. Jennifer remembers cabs for sale. Oh, I want my hat back. I love that book. Have you heard of that? I love it. She's going up to everybody. Just love it. Put that toddler to bed.
Right? It's time to go to bed.
That's the kind of toddler that can't come back out of bed after you put them in bed.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Boxcar Children. I loved the Boxcar Children and Mrs. Pigglewiggle.
There was one too. It was Bailey School Kids, and it was like
Ooh.
it would be these mythical
Vampires don't
creatures.
do.
Yes, or like mine was like Cupid doesn't flip pancakes, or like Frankenstein doesn't teach basketball. And it was, now that I know that I'm a thriller girly, right? It's always been there. Like I've always kind of just
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amelia Bedelia.
Was it because it sounds like your name, or was it because of you taking things literally? I'm just wondering. Or something to do with the Play Ball book. Yeah, Mrs. Pigglewiggle. I loved Mrs. Pigglewiggle.
And then there was one book.
I read that just since.
It was very darkly illustrated, but it was like, I think it's Miss Nelson's Absent Day of School. It has a
Miss Nelson is missing.
Yes, I remember those, and those, like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, ma'am. That
because the teacher has like darker hair, right? Black hair. I think the substitute, and she looks very stern.
Yes. She's got the pointy nose.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, but also Roald Dahl. But I mean, I read like so much when I was
so nervous.
All the Twits. Yes, ma'am. I love the Twits so much. I thought they were so great.
So I was, for a time, I did not eat peaches because I thought there were and
Bugs.
actual living bugs in there, and that they were trying to like go somewhere, because I watched the movie too and I was like, this is not for me. I remember getting in trouble because someone had made some type of peach dessert. And of course, being a kid, and you're just like, oh, no, 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 no. There are bugs in there. And it is rude. And I was just like, I'm not eating that. And I remember having to sit at the table with this cold peach crisp. It was probably hot. I don't know. I didn't eat it. I remember getting in so much trouble too. I was like, no, there's bugs in there. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh well.
you were traumatized by books.
I was just like, this is not for me, guys.
Yeah. I don't know that I read Stuart Little. I should put that on my middle grade March
Yeah.
list.
I have a few middle grade March books.
Ooh, the weekly reader boxes.
Yeah,
Hmm?
that would probably surprise you that I have not read that I need to read in middle grade March. I feel like March.
Stuart Little or Charlotte's Web?
Stuart Little. I haven't read Stuart Little.
Yeah, I don't think I've read Stuart Little.
We read
because
Charlotte's
it sounds
Web
like my name, and they thought she was silly, and I'm the youngest. Aww.
There's an age group of 5 and 6 years. Okay. That's a little bit of an age gap, but I like it.
Mm-hmm. Sideways Stories from Wayside School. I had a teacher that read a story a day from Wayside School, and like we just kept on like reading them and reading them and reading them. Oh, it was great. So there's like 5 of those books, I think. And then there was the Sideways Math from Wayside School that had like the different like codes where it was like good plus bad equals, and then it had like the answer, and you had to like figure out what each letter stood for.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, it was like a puzzle book, and it was real fun. I really liked it. Oh, Clifford the Big Red Dog. I had a student that was named after what's the little girl in Clifford?
Oh, Penny? Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Her
Yes.
name's Elizabeth. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it was a citizen at Badger Girl, so she wasn't like a student, but yeah, she was named after Elizabeth. She had the full Elizabeth name. Emily Elizabeth. It's Emily Elizabeth.
That's
right?
very pretty. Very long, but still very pretty.
But she was named after the Clifford girl. I'm drinking Simply Spiked Peach Strawberry.
Peach strawberry. I haven't had that one. You're drinking peach? There's bugs in it.
I know. I saw that question, and then I was like, I'm drinking a peach one. I got a case of the peach and a case of the lemon.
Okay.
Because Festival, the grocery store, had like a 40 cents off gas coupon if you bought 2 cases before Labor Day. And then I went to Labor Day. Or not.
Okay.
Yeah, Labor Day. And then I went up to the cabin, and I have to bring my own drinks. So I brought my own drinks, and I did not drink a lot of them because I didn't need 24.
Yeah, that's I mean, I want to remember my camping trip. I don't want to.
Yeah.
They're really good though. I've had the strawberry. The watermelon didn't really taste. I didn't get the like full strong watermelon taste. I felt like it was very mild, but it was still really good. And the blueberry and the regular.
Yeah. Yeah, the watermelon is really subtle, and I think I like that because I don't like fake watermelon taste, but I like the watermelon flavor of this because it's subtle and it's not. I don't like fake watermelon because I feel like it's trying to be too strong, too much.
Kind of like
sometimes
grape.
I don't know.
Kind of like grape soda. Like this does not taste like a grape, but it's like very like what a flavoring would be. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of grape soda because I always think like this doesn't taste like a grape. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, the Mr. and Miss books. Yes.
Oh,
I don't
like
know what sweet book.
like Mr. Grumpy.
Like the Little Miss, Little Mister.
Mr. Nosy.
Like the
Here comes
circular
Mr. Nosy.
people.
Okay, so funny story about Here Comes like Mr. Nosy, Miss Giggly or whatever.
Oh, Mr. Men. Yeah.
So we have the little it's like cardboard the board books. We have the mini board books because I guess Corey, that was like one of his big things he used to read with his grandma. We bought him, yada yada yada. So this is not the nicest, but it's okay. I switched out the name. Instead of it said Mr. Nosy or Mr. Giggly or whatever, I switched them for people's names. Instead of saying Mr. Nosy comes around like he needs to know, or Mr. Funny, I'm like, Daddy's so funny because he eats sunflower sandwiches and he drives a shoe, and like, again, it gets a giggle. But...
Okay. I've heard of the Sweet Pickles books. I really liked those too. I just didn't know that they were Sweet Pickles. Like, I didn't know what that was. But those were cute books too. Oh, the Pokey Little Puppy. Oh my gosh, I need to change my answer. Pat the Bunny, where the wild things are, Green Eggs and Ham, Oxcart Man. Oh man.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I read
Mr. Men and Little Miss books. Yes, Emily Elizabeth. Yes,
that's a name.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you remember
Yeah, I did. I forgot about them too.
Bernstein Bears or Bernstein? I don't know what the name is, but the bears: Mama Bear, Papa Bear, Brother Bear,
Berenstein. Bear. No, I always said Berenstein, but I've heard recently that it's Berenstein.
I mean, either way, it's still the bears.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch the cartoon before I used to go to school.
Yeah. Oh man, I had so many of those. I bet they're still at my parents' house.
I love that they lived in a tree. It's just wild times, let me tell you. Speaking of which,
I just remember the one where she was like where she had the apples, and it was the Talk to Strangers, and there was the apple that looked really good, but it was bad on the inside. And then there was the one that looked really mangled, but it was perfectly fine on the inside. And so Mama Bear was trying to tell Sister Bear not to judge people. And I was like, oh, that stuck with me. Like 5-year-old me was like, that's important.
So we last night, not tonight, but last night, an hour before bed, we turn on a cartoon, we sit down, we start resting our bodies, we start, getting into brush teeth, bedtime stories, this and that. But like before, you just need to have them like calm down a little bit. So we turn on a cartoon, 30 minutes or whatnot. So we picked, super excited because me and Corey, Peyton didn't care, but me and Corey, we were watching it because we were watching Franklin, and I was like, we need to watch this more. And Otto really liked it, but.
Oh man. Yeah, they are very smooth and they're very summery, and I really enjoy them. Like a lot. They're very good. They don't taste like alcohol. That's what I like a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that apple lesson, like that just stuck with me for so long, and I was just like, and then there was a little part of me that learned that apples were just bad. But like, I got over that quick, and then I remember the thing, but that was one of the Berenstein like books that was turned into a movie, and I like remember the movie video clip or whatever of that. Very like it's just in my head, and like towards the end, Sister like points at someone, she's like stranger, and like runs away, and it's like oh my gosh, yeah. It was intense. Yeah. Man. Okay, we've been talking for a really long time, so we're going to do sprint.
Yes.
And I'm going to set a timer next time.
Yeah, we get a little chatty. Everyone was having a good time, okay?
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, we're good.
Let's read.
All right. Happy reading, everyone.
All right. See ya. I cannot with the duck.
I love it. All right, 25 pages.
I read another chapter, so I'm steadily reading a chapter at a time. So not bad. But yeah, it was good. Seems that Emily has left. She was tired and wanted to go to bed.
Yep. But Danielle did stop to say hi.
Oh, hello. She went to bed. So
Hashtag middle-aged. All right.
let's go into another one. Okay, what is one of your favorite childhood candies? Since we are in fall, we're right around Halloween. My cat still at the sorry, I just read Katie's.
No, I was like trying to remember because I changed it like during the first sprint because it was gonna be, I don't know, whatever the default one was. But I was like, what was it that Katie's cats liked? or / wanted to kill. I thought it was the duck. Okay. Favorite candy growing up? Soda Tops. No, what were those called? They tasted like they were little circle candies, bottle caps.
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps. Those are my favorite. I loved those.
Okay. Okay.
I loved the cola ones. And I always grabbed like, so the cola ones and the root beer ones were both kind of a brownish color. One was tan and one was brown. And I still to this day don't know which is which. And I would always grab them, whatever one, thinking it was cola and it would be root beer. And it would just drive me crazy. Because it's kind of like, you know, taking a bite out of a cookie, thinking that it's chocolate chip.
And then it's raisins.
And finding out it's raisins, which is totally great if you know you're getting a raisin cookie. But when you think it's chocolate chip, it's a big old letdown.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
So mine would be, do you remember, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to describe them. I have two. I'm going to describe them. So they are sweet tarts, but they're like circle little balls. They used to be circle little balls, and they were like purple and pink and blue. I don't remember what it was called, but they came in like a cylinder, almost like a Tic Tac type of cylinder. And it was sweet tarts, but it was like sweet tart circles maybe, or sweet tart rounds, or sweet tart. Let me look it up. Let me look it up because I
don't know, but Katie, I also liked Sprees. They were delicious. As well. Tart.
Okay, so they're sweet tarts, tangy mini. Okay, so let me show you because they were from Wonka.
The mini chewy ones?
Yes, this is, hold on, can you see it? This is the
Yeah. I don't remember them coming in like a Tic Tac container though.
It was like a tube. Like I don't know, it was at the gas station. Who knows? Okay. Those, or I think about this item way more than I should. I don't know why they let it go. I'm kind of upset about it. But they brought back Oreo-O's, the cereal, but you're not going to bring back these. I don't understand it. But it was Butterfinger BBs, and they were.
I love those. So good.
Yes, and they had Bart Simpson on the cover. Like it was, you know.
Yeah. You know what else I really loved? That is kind of sad that I loved.
What?
Candy cigarettes.
You know,
I thought they were like the best thing ever.
Well, because you blew them out and they had the one puff. You had or not candy. Okay. We had gum cigarettes. Have you ever heard of this? Mm-hmm. Okay.
They were the cigars, weren't they?
Huh?
Gum cigars?
No. They were a pack of cigarettes. They had a wrapping around them, like a paper wrapping. Listen, they had a paper wrapping around them, but they had like chalky powder so that when you blew it out, it blew out smoke. Yeah. Yeah. I remember those. Yeah. And they were the thinnest little piece of gum. They were gum.
Yeah.
Wild. But now that you're saying the cigarettes, because they're the chalky ones. I know.
Yeah, they were super chalky. They're disgusting. But we thought they were so good.
You probably thought you were such a baddie.
Honestly, in high school, we would drive down Main Street
Okay.
of my hometown with candy cigarettes hanging out of our fingers because we thought that was cool.
I see you.
Like we didn't want to smoke because, cancer, but anyway.
So speaking of things, let's go into
So Katie talks about Spree's making an ulcer on her tongue.
Oh,
Jill broke her tooth on a spree that she stole out of her kids' Halloween candy once.
Oh, that is such bad karma.
Jennifer was a sour girly. Crybabies, warheads, sour gummy. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Karma.
I mean, what was I going to say?
Late coming back, finished editing your mid-month wrap-up. Nice.
She's been killing it on the video game. I feel like she's popping up videos left and right. I can't even keep track of them.
I know.
So, to watch them all, I was like, oh, goodness gracious.
I know. You want to hear something really cool?
Yeah.
The video that I edited today is fully uploaded on YouTube. I have to add the thumbnail and the description and stuff, but it's all uploaded.
That's exciting.
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have a video tomorrow.
You get a gold star. We do the sticker reward system here, so we have a lot of stickers.
Oh, yes, Fun Dips.
Okay,
I love Fun Dips. Yeah.
Here's the thing about Fun Dip. We used to rationalize or ration them. That would be our bargaining chip. Would be we have Fun Dip and you get 2 powders for one, but you were a really cool kid when you had the string of them. Because we used to go to the fancy side of town where they had the king size candy bars and the jumbo packs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I remember that too.
You're like the same people growing up, but you were just 10 years later.
That's okay. Okay. So, we're getting into it. Did you know? Okay. Do you know the caramel apple suckers? The with the caramel, with the apple, the green.
Love.
Yeah. They have different flavors. They have
you told me this.
And a red. Yes. And I want to find them. Because now that I know that they're out there, I feel like I've been cheated. Anywho. So so we talked about candy. Yeah. Now Halloween costumes. It's a very themed Q&A for a little bit. Okay. Halloween costumes. What was your best? You feel like was your best? And what was pictures you saw and you're just what were we doing here? Who thought this was the idea?
Okay.
Because I got an answer.
I was a bride one year.
Okay.
I think that was my favorite. I was only a bride for 1 year, but every time I see the Friends episode where Rachel talks about how she went as Wonder Woman and she had to hold Monica's train as the bride. It just makes me think about how I went as a bride 1 year. But when I was really little, I went as the same thing, probably 4 years in a row. I think it was Rainbow Bright or Strawberry Shortcake. Okay. My sister, one of us was Rainbow Bright and one of us was Strawberry Shortcake. But it was the thing where it was you got the smock, the really super ugly, crusty smock, and the really super unsafe masks that are my parents didn't know were unsafe. They weren't let's see if this kills her. That.
Stop. No, the parents are wild. Let me tell you some of the things that people, not just my parents, the parents did that now I look at and I'm just We're live.
Wow.
We're live. We're
Like,
here.
right. Yeah, we lived. It's cool. But it just had like they were basically like plastic cardboard and they had like a hole here, and a little slit here. Probably so I couldn't,
So
eat any candy while I'm trick-or-treating.
again, it goes with the theme. Okay. I've been really self-reflecting lately. And it's just like when you look at it as a whole, you're like, huh, this makes a lot of sense why you like the things you like now and all the things. Okay, so I have an embarrassing one, and then which I'm pretty sure I wore to school because we had like a little parade and all the things. I did see that TikTok. I love them.
I was just putting it up so I remember where we are.
So I have an embarrassing one, which I wore to school, which I'm thinking to myself, like, what? Why? Also, the other ones I wore to school too. This wasn't like toddler. This was like school age. Okay, like second grade, third grade, fourth. Like the grades that people know. I was a cow with working dairy system that you could. Because it was leaking on my shoes. That's how I know, because it was cold outside and my socks were wet from the water that was leaking from my teeth. Yeah, I don't know who thought this was a thing. I don't know who thought that was the costume to wear. I know I didn't want to wear it. But anyway, that was my embarrassing one. And then I really was into being a witch from Hocus Pocus. And then I went to Scream. And then I went to Jason Voorhees. For like 2 summers. Or not summers, 2 Halloweens. And I was like, are we just like randomly? And then I was a hobo from one Halloween.
Oh, I was a witch one year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember what year.
Was a
might have been the year that Hocus Pocus came out, but it was just a regular witch. I was never like a witch from Hocus Pocus.
It wasn't the one you're thinking either. And I don't know. I thought it was funny to ride on a broom. Not broom. A vacuum. Yep. So I had a vacuum and I was dragging it around, and then
you were Mary.
Then I left it on somebody's doorstep as we were trick-or-treating because it was too heavy to lug around. And it wasn't like a full-size vacuum. It was like a toy vacuum or whatever. I don't know. Wild times.
Oh man. So like now, like as an adult, I like going as puns. So like last year or one year I was a shooting star. So I had like a galaxy and then I had a camera. So I was shooting.
Cute.
Okay. And then like I was a party animal. I might have been a party animal last year where I had these cat ears and then I had a little party blower and I was like,
it was last year.
Yeah, I think it was last year. I've been a sandwich.
Okay.
Where I had a little witch hat and I carried around my little bucket and shovel. Actually, I carried around my nephew's bucket and shovel. And then I forgot to give it back to them until like July. So they loved me.
Right by my
they really appreciated that. Yeah. So there's okay. So is this the okay? I'm the Italian husband that I'm thinking of is the one that's always like, mi amor, mi amor.
Yeah, he's like, why are you doing this with the pasta?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Like pasta to see how much it drives him crazy. I really enjoy listening to him talk.
We go
never really gotten really into Halloween. There was a lot of pressure. Yeah. I like one of my students had a shirt last year that said costume loading ... And that was his costume.
Cute.
Yeah. Used to be a mime, all black with white clothes. Easy. Yeah.
California raisin. Oh wow. Okay.
That's fun.
I know.
Oh, dear. I might have been a gummy bear one year too. Again, with the, the gummy bears from like
Mhm.
the Disney gummy bears. Once again, with the
I was
plastic
I think
cardboard.
for kindergarten I was Simba
Nice.
because it was around that time frame.
Yeah. More into the home decor for Halloween than dressing up. Currently
Mhm.
glowing orange from at least 3 rooms.
I love it. I just had my stalks of corn and my hay bales delivered to my house from a local farm because I
Nice.
want to put pumpkins on them.
Mom made me a mouse costume in kindergarten.
Cute.
Oh, super
Ooh.
cute. Till I needed to go to the bathroom. Then done. True. Years ago, I moved before you moved, would have over 300 trick-or-treaters. So fun. And now you have 0.
I mean,
I live in an apartment building and it's locked. So
I'm
0.
just gonna say the neighborhood is a very kid-friendly neighborhood that I live in. There's a lot of kids, the little development that we're in, and people go like bananas. One whole street just goes bananas, which I kind of like because one of the HOA members, they pull out their stadium size roller and they make hot dogs for the kids. They have like drinks for the adults, like warm little boozy drinks. And it's just, and I think someone made popcorn last year too, which is really nice because it's like, okay, they don't want to eat before they go out. But yeah, we do family
shot and the fire pits are going and we get 250 to 300. I kind of love that. I usually go to my parents' house on trick-or-treating, and I will hand out, because I love handing out candy. I think it's so fun.
Yeah, grandpa comes
too, so
and hands it out on my step. Like he'll go like the street down, like he'll go down the street with us for a few houses, and he's like, "Okay, I got it. They got the memory. I'm here. I'm gonna go back to the house. I'm gonna sit with the dog, and I'm gonna pass out the candy."
Memory loaded.
Yeah, that's how I think his little brain works.
Yeah. Homemade by mom. Favorite was a poodle skirt, maybe middle school age. Cabbage Patch Kid is $1. Toddler as $1. Toddler. Least favorite was a clown. So honestly, I dressed up more. Like every summer, we would go with this huge group to a big campground, and we always had a theme, and then we would dress up in costumes.
Okay.
And like, I remember dressing up at those things more than I remember Halloween. Because I had a poodle skirt. I probably wore that for Halloween then, but I had a poodle skirt that I had because the 60s or 50s was the theme, and so then mom made me a poodle skirt, and we got really into that.
Well, the teachers at auto school, the like first grade group, grade group teachers all do themed costumes together. So like the specials all did Toy Story type ones. The kindergarten last year did Field Trip Survivors, and they like had their regular clothes, but it was all like they had like leaves in their hair, and they were like the pumpkin patch survival, like they like got all like dirt. I thought it was hilarious.
That's cute. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, the goldfish from the Cat in the Hat. Oh. Love it.
I know. I feel like this is probably maybe the last year we'll do a family costume, because every year we've been doing family costumes. But we'll see about next year. Well, next year's not here yet. But he does get to pick out the costume, and she does get to pick out the costume too. So like it's still fun.
I don't know. You as the big inflated Patrick was quite funny.
I loved it. Could not see once it started getting dark out, and I'm just like, somebody better be watching my kids. And Corey, had just the t-shirt of the character. So, and then we switched once it got like really dark, because like I'm telling you, I could not see in this thing. And then I have my glasses and I'm like fogging it up because I'm like heaving my like self in this like, and you can't hear anything because it's like that's all you hear. And I'm just like, okay, I'm sweating, I'm hot, I'm going up hills, and I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit by cars nor run over children. because
Mhm.
it's just a steady thing. Yeah, it was a
You
lot.
should put a picture of you in the Patrick costume in your Instagram stories.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably do some
You know,
throwbacks.
just in case anybody who watched Sprints is wondering. 'Cause
Yes. So I was Patrick. Dad was Squidward. Otto was SpongeBob with the little hat. He loved it, and he had his little Gary with him. And then our Peyton was Sandy Cheeks. Yep. And the year before that, we were Finding Nemo and Dory. And Dad was a dentist, and I had braces, so I was Darla. And then Oakley dressed as Bruce. This year we did not include the dog because that, here's the thing. It's cute. It gets kind of expensive. Like it adds up.
Yeah.
This year we're going as pirates. Mom, Dad, and Otto are going as pirates. He needed a parrot attachment for his, because why not? You need a parrot. I talked him out of getting a peg leg. And Peyton was either going to be a cannonball or a bird. And so she wanted to be a parrot. So there's that.
There you go. I love it.
All right. I heard the buzzer.
Yeah.
I love that this one question really just springs on a whole conversation. Okay.
We did two, didn't we?
Oh, we did do two. But it's been a great time.
Yeah. Farmer also would be.
Oh, okay. That would be easy. That would be cute too.
Yeah. That's why I like the puns, because I can usually find like stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can do with the ears, I can do party animal, and I can do a dust bunny, or I can do
dust bunny. Just put some little brown soot on you, and you can be like a little.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
But my the other teacher in middle school and I usually do some kind of pun thing. Her favorite is a Hawaiian punch. So she's got the boxer gloves and a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh my gosh.
Is that quite often, and it's so great.
But
one year we were thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3. There were 3 of us, so we were. No, I was thing 1. The 4th and 5th grade teacher was thing 2, and then the math teacher was thing 3.145, like thing pi.
Yeah, that's cute.
It was great. And then one year we went as green with envy, so 2 of us were green and 1 of us was just envy with the name tag. So, yeah, puns are fun. I like them.
They're cute.
Jean.
It's funny.
Yeah. All right. Add to stage.
That was fun.
All right. Happy reading, everyone.
That might be our wagon. We might do that to our wagon. We'll see. Hello.
Hello.
Always after we don't talk for a while and you get like into your reading zone, your throat becomes so dry.
Oh yeah. Definitely. So, first question, is this the last sprint? Was that the last sprint? I was like, no, and then I looked at the time and I was like, ooh, it's like 9:30.
I don't think that probably would be our last sprint. I think maybe the one coming up
Right.
will be
like
our
the
last
next
one. So you could do the banner. Yeah. So you can do
Yeah.
the banner because I know how you are about like announcing.
Yeah.
It's your thing. I get it. Like,
But I usually like forget and then I'm like, so yeah.
I'll remind you. I just like to give it a heads up. I don't like to cut people off and like we can go for one more. We could do like a 15-minute instead of like a 10 or 25.
Yeah. Well, we could still do 25
Okay.
if you want. I'm not tired. Like I've yawned a couple of times, but I'm not like
Yeah, I'm not super tired, but like
Oh.
I would love to like I don't know, I can't find a comfy chair. Or I could just have a flat tukish and it falls asleep. So there's that. I mean,
yeah.
TMI guys, but we're here, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So Katie says you should make a cardboard pirate ship to go with the costumes or treasure chest as your candy bags.
We do have a wonderful wagon that I am deciding on if I want to put sails to it, like a little post and like get cheap sheets from maybe the Goodwill or something.
Yeah.
Maybe Walmart.
Good night, Krista.
Kayaking. She is adventurous. I'm telling you.
I love it. Kayaking is really fun.
I've never been.
It's 7 a.m. It's fun. It's fun. It's actually really nice, like by yourself, but then you shouldn't, go too far away, because like you're in a boat.
I've seen some kayaks be see-through. Like you can see. And have you not, like the whole body of the kayak is like the plexiglass but it's see-through. It's not.
I would hate that.
Well, and I've seen it on TikToks and they're in the ocean and they see like something swim underneath them. And I was like, this is not for me.
See, I might like that me seeing things underneath, but I wouldn't like underneath things seen because it's not only going to be animals. Like there might be humans down there too, like scuba diving or something,
I was like,
whatever. Or like on the sides.
Know.
Like I don't want people seeing my legs on the sides. Like that's weird. I don't know.
That's true.
And then there's always mermaids. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't know where you were going with this. I was like, you do know it's like water, like.
Well, like if you're swimming like in like a lake, there's, like people swim around.
That's true. That is true.
Like, in a lake, you probably wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, it's kind of dark. Did you see my face? I was like, it's kind of dark. Okay.
They're like now, like scary novels waiting to happen. So like I actually got to the place where Krista last
told you.
Which I know she's farther than that, but she's been holding off. But I get to actually listen to that next sprint and then response. I'm really excited about that. And so I'm going to do that next sprint and then probably read something else. So, oh, look, Elizabeth has been in a clear one.
Yeah. Well, Elizabeth, I'm glad that you had that experience, and I will leave it to you to have that experience. I'm just a chicken. I can't do that. I can't. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I See, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
No. Mm-mm. Okay. So I'm going to do two. We're going to do two quickly.
Okay.
I guess not super quickly, but okay. Favorite meal. Ooh. Yep. Well, take a drink. It's not your Truly. Or Simply Lemonade, but okay. So I asked favorite meal. I'm curious what she's going to say. I don't know. Hey, you're on mute. You're on mute. I can't hear you.
I didn't think it I didn't think it registered. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
My favorite meal?
Yeah. Could be anything. I know it's hard.
That's a lot.
I know there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
I think mine is a toss-up. Okay.
Yeah.
I love pasta dishes. I'm a big pasta fan. Love pasta. You get it with a salad. You get it with garlic. Like it's a whole thing. You get it with garlic bread. Don't even get me started on garlic bread. Or flip it, and I will never say no to a good carnitas taco. Like a street taco. I love it with the cilantro and the onions, or like a regular chicken taco, or oh my goodness gracious.
So I think I would have to go with burrito bowls from like Qdoba or
okay. You could really mix it up with that.
Like, because you can do different things with that. And I just love how many flavors you get with that. And honestly, I love dipping stuff. I like
No.
I love taking the thing,
100%.
taking the chip, dipping it in the bowl.
And the crunch of the chip, the thin, salty chip, and then it's like warmed. Get out of here. You could do queso, you could do white queso, you could do guacamole, you could do tons of different salsas.
Yeah, I usually do all of this.
I do like a good sushi though too. I do, but here's the thing. I'm very, very simple when it comes to my sushi. It has to be like a shrimp one, a crab one. You know, I don't think they're really cooked, but it's not like the wild exotic sushi that is. It's pretty simple.
Chicken enchiladas.
Sushi. Sushi's really good.
See, like festival foods, which is, I don't know how widespread festival foods is, but they're.
It could be like a snack. Okay, snack festival? We're going to a fair. What are we getting? Come on,
I was talking about the grocery store.
Did you hear me? Come on, Templeton. What are we getting? I just remember him swimming in it. You know, all the like food. Anyway, go on.
Oh my god.
Okay, what are we getting at the fair? You brought it up.
1 second. Thank you, Christy.
Hi.
Fair food, funnel cake.
Ooh, okay. Basic with berries, with whipped cream. How are we doing it? We're doing it with chocolate. Basic. We have a pumpkin patch here. They do caramelized baked apple on there with a little caramel drizzle.
Nice. Although at the craft fair that I went to, they have the spiralized potatoes
on a stick.
No. Like they spiralized one whole potato and then they like fried it and then it they tasted like potato chips, but they were like homemade and fresh and stuff. They were really good. They were not worth the money that I paid for them.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I was fine with the actual price, but toppings were $1 each. And I chose Parmesan cheese, which was just the sprinkle from the can.
Which shouldn't really be, I don't know. Who knows? You know,
it was not $1 worth of Parmesan sprinkled on mine, especially
if you're charging $1.
Or I could have had Binky Bits, or I could have had ranch, but I was the idiot that chose Parmesan cheese.
I mean,
although I could have said that I asked for 2 toppings and they wouldn't have known the difference, but I'm too honest of a person. Because
I
the
like a
person that I
good
paid was different than the person that actually prepared it.
a loaded fry at a fair is really good. Like I'm not going for the best version of myself. I'm going with bad thoughts, okay? Don't get me wrong. I like a good loaded fry with like a garlic aioli or a cheese with oh, so good. Mozzarella sticks.
Mm.
I really want to try these corn dogs that have pickles in them. Have you seen this? It's like I want to try that. I want to try this Korean cheese dog that they have. I've seen around, which has like, it looks like hot dog, but it has like mozzarella string cheese, but within I don't know. I've seen that. What else is a good? I love their lemonade. It's always fresh, just super good. What else? I'm a good popcorn. I like popcorn. I like kettle corn. At a fair, kettle corn.
Yeah, we had to get my dad a bag full of kettle corn.
Oh, it's so
when
good.
we went to the craft fair.
I'm just thinking.
When I went, I performed at the State Fair, Wisconsin State Fair, when I was in high school, at the first year of college, and they would have, because it was Wisconsin, the milk marketing board would have flavored milk. And you just like there were people in lines for that stuff. It was like root beer
flavored milk,
strawberry flavored milk.
Yeah, like strawberry and chocolate,
milk.
right? Is that it? Is it just the two? Is it just two? Strawberry and chocolate?
Oh no. Root beer flavored milk, mint chocolate milk.
Wait, what? This is a thing.
Yeah.
Root beer flavored milk.
Yeah. I mean, that's not something you can buy at the store usually, but they had like the weirdest combinations. It was so fun. So you'd like stand in line to get the strawberry, and then you'd go to the mint line, and then you like mint milk you can get around St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if you can get root beer flavored milk anywhere, but I had it at State Fair.
Okay. Here's the thing. The mint milk with hot chocolate, that makes the sense, you know?
Like, yeah, mint milk for sure.
Also, question, speaking of chocolate.
Did not hate the root beer flavored milk, I have to admit. But it sounds weird.
It kind of reminds me of cotton candy grapes. It shouldn't be. Have you heard about these?
Yeah, I like them, actually.
Okay. Well, okay. Anyway, what was I going to say? Your hot chocolate, because I said chocolate. Do you steam the milk and put hot chocolate in milk, or do you do water? I know some people do both. I'm just curious.
I like getting the bombs and pouring hot milk.
Okay, so you like the milk. I do like the milk too.
Well, in a pinch, I do the water, but if I could choose, I would choose milk.
Katie,
and then
it's coming from my heart.
And then, but like, I love putting a little dollop of like coffee creamer.
Oh, okay.
So,
Katie is coming from my heart because candy apples say less. Every time I go to the pumpkin patch, I know it's like $6.50 for an apple, but these apples are big and they dip them there, you know, and they package them there. We have a really good pumpkin patch, okay? But I had braces for almost 2 years. I had to hold off, and let me tell you, was it last year? I have had a caramel apple. I have not had a Bala's caramel apple yet. Yes, I have. No, I lied. I did last year. I did. Because I remember putting it in my bag.
Didn't you just get your braces off in March?
Not this March. Was it this March?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't get an apple. Maybe it's a fever dream of mine. I'm excited for an apple because I know I'll remember it this year. But an apple and Mexican street corn.
Honestly, one of my favorite kinds of potato chips is the Hares brand, HERR, Mexican street corn flavored. Yeah. So good.
Hares. We don't have Hares.
HERR, yeah.
No.
It's not well known, and I find it at Menards and the Dollar Tree, random. But
Okay.
But
Well,
Menards is where I usually find it. I've seen it. I've seen the Hare's brand. I've never seen the Mexican street corn.
interesting. Interesting.
But yeah, Menards. I don't know how widespread Menards is either. But
We have a Menards. We have a couple Menards.
okay, so yeah,
I was surprised you said Menards because people usually don't.
Menards started in Wisconsin. I have friends who made out in the basement of the owners of Menards.
Oh boy.
That's how cool I am.
I just have their theme song. Save big money when you
Menards.
shop Menards.
Yeah. I don't know what time is. I really don't. And I think it's worse since COVID because I just don't remember, like, everything after COVID just feels like it's been 1 year.
It does feel kind of shortened. And like I just can't believe I like gave birth during like the height of COVID.
Yeah, I can't believe you did either. And that
Well,
like, that was the weirdest part of the because I was watching Unexpected today.
Mhm.
And they were doing the tell-all and it was like COVID edition because they couldn't be in the studio. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, all these girls gave birth in COVID. And
It's a wild experience, let me tell you. Because I had the fortunate experience of giving birth before COVID. And then 3 years later it was COVID. Wow, what a difference. What a difference.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that.
That's a story for another day.
That's a nightmare for another day.
It really is. It really is. Oh, yeah. All right. Were you going to do another question?
Sure.
Well, because the festival one, was that actually one of your questions?
Well, it was a favorite snack, but that's not really a festival, I guess.
Oh. Okay.
Like if you're getting a snack, okay. If you're getting a snack at the store, what do you usually go for? Like what is your like
if I stop at the gas station, like on a road trip and I'm going to get a snack.
Whatever. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Gas station, you're having a game night, something with a snack. You want a snacky snack.
So if I can plan ahead, I want some kind of dip and chips.
Okay.
But if I'm in my car, I'd usually just get like Doritos or something. Like I'm not
like a smorgasbord. You just like you're driving with the tray. You get a clip for your air vent and you're just holding the bowl. Instead of a condiment clip, you just have like the bowl clip and you're could you imagine getting pulled over for something? Like queso, like just warm.
Plus the police officers walking towards my car, I'd be like, I don't know why that really weird yellowish liquid is. It's cheese. It's cheese, officer.
Like I would just rock it at that point. Just like keep it in your clip warmer. Do you want some cheese? You'd be like, I don't even want to write you a good, like, this is genius.
Yeah.
So Doritos, what kind? Purple kind, red kind, blue kind?
The nacho cheese. I do like the sweet chili, the purple ones, but I can't have too many of them.
Okay.
Well, like, because it like burns my tongue and my lips.
Okay.
But yeah. But although, if we're talking chips, I already said the Mexican street corn.
Yes.
Flavored chips.
Yes.
But Cheetos flavored Lay's. Love them. And actually, if we're going to throw in the Cool Ranch flavored Lay's also.
Okay.
But they take like the Cheetos cheese, Cheetos, and put it on the Lay's. It's really good.
Oh, I've never had it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Never had it. So my
trail mix addict.
Ooh.
Gorp, good old raisins and peanuts. I do love a good trail mix.
Have you used cottage cheese as a dip for Doritos?
Oh.
You know, I've heard people doing some funky stuff with this.
I am going to do that.
You
at
know, you
some
could
point
blend
in the
cottage
future.
cheese.
Huh?
You could blend cottage cheese, and it makes it like a more creamy base, and not like part of like not like the cheese. Yeah, people have been
Like,
blending
the
it.
biggest like staple of my family, my dad's side,
Cottage cheese.
is cottage cheese rolls. We use cottage cheese instead of the milk in the dough. They are delicious.
Me and Christy would have
Tell
the
me
best.
anything else. They're delicious. Cottage
I'm
cheese.
not. I'll leave it to you. Oh, cream cheese with Can I tell you my snack? I have two. Okay. My husband thinks I'm a little nutball for the second. My first always is hot Cheetos. You give me any bag of hot Cheetos and I will be hot Cheetos, the black bag hot Cheetos, the Cheetos with the lime. Usually you get the regular Cheetos and you get an actual lime and put it on. Anywho, cream cheese Doritos, great. Cream cheese hot Cheetos, great. Here's my second snack, and then we can go to our last sprint. It was a pregnancy craving that I still think is such a great mix-up that every time I have it, my husband goes, okay. I don't know why he looks at me weird. This is not a thing. Okay, so when you have a fruit with peanut butter, it's fine, right? Apples, peanut butter, Granny Smith apples, peanut butter. It's a thing. People like it. I like it. I was not feeling an apple. I was feeling a halo orange. And I would open the orange. I would spread the orange with the little smiley little orange pieces. And I would slather my peanut butter on each one. And I was like, it is still the best snack. What? Orange with peanut butter? So good. I'm with Elizabeth. I have no self-control either, and I pay for it dearly in the bathroom. I'm just going to say that.
I don't know that I can picture liking peanut butter and oranges, but I don't like chocolate on oranges, and I know you do.
Oh yeah, the Christmas ball, I call it. That was good. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody.
Okay, I thought you were going to say carrots and peanut butter. So I like carrots and peanut butter.
Okay, see, and to me,
that's orange, so it's almost the same thing.
I don't like carrots or celery. I really don't. It's very bitter to me. They have a very, like, I can do cooked because I think it takes the taste a little down. Like, it's not as like in your face. I'm not good with the carrots.
I love roasted carrots.
Yes.
They get all caramelized. Yep.
Oh. But don't throw me some bag of weird white, like dried out carrot. You get out of here with that. And no, ranch does not help. Peanut butter. Teach its own, but I'll just. Yeah. All right. See you, Jennifer.
Bye, Jennifer. Thank you.
Oh, that's a no, Katie. That's a no.
Maybe he's having like flashbacks.
Maybe he's just like, this woman. Yeah, peanut butter and oranges were for Otto first. Second was Peyton. It was a little bit better. I just could not get enough watermelon. Like, we would buy a watermelon.
You tell me that you put peanut butter on watermelon. I am not.
No. It was just the watermelon.
Okay,
it was just the watermelon. Right. Sometimes you can put a little. I didn't. Sometimes you can put a little salt or a little sugar. I was just worried about like that, like sodium intake, because that's like a lot. Because I'm telling you, I would go each meal. I would have a bowl. Like, how people have like a bowl of ice cream. No. I would have a bowl of the coldest watermelon. I was for Mother's Day, because I was pregnant for Mother's Day. My friends did a porch drop off for Mother's Day because, again, COVID, right? They bought me a watermelon.
I love it. Yeah, I'm with you, Christy. I don't know that I would try that.
Well, teach its own. I will.
Yeah, yeah. Not gonna yuck your yum.
That's great. I won't either.
Some
You
might
can.
say you yucked mine a little bit, but
With what?
I
Which
don't even
one?
remember.
Cottage cheese?
Yes, cottage cheese rolls. My family staple.
Okay. Maybe it's a Wisconsin thing. I'm not trying to be saucy.
I'm telling you though, like most of the time we don't tell people
There's
that
cottage cheese
there's
in it.
cottage cheese in them and they don't know. Like cuz it's just like it's just blend like yeah,
Okay.
it's just used in place of milk. Like it's not
Okay. I'm
you
not
really can't.
opposed. I would try it. I'm just like when I see people, I worked at a retirement center.
But it sounds gross. Like I will
You
give
know
you
what
that.
sounds gross is when they did put the cottage cheese and they put their prunes on top of it. They were really big into that. And if you didn't have the prunes, they were like, it was anarchy. Okay. They were throwing their damn canes around everywhere and it was just a hot mess. Okay. That or peaches. They really liked the peaches.
I love peaches on cottage cheese. Just the canned ones though.
Yeah. They have to have the syrup.
Because
They
you have
can't
you
have the
have that
water or the
syrupy
light
goodness.
syrup. They need to
Yeah.
have the full syrup. Yeah.
Yep. I would when I went to my grandma's, I would have some canned peaches
Mhm.
in the bottom of a bowl, cottage cheese on top, and then cherry.
That was probably a very colorful dish. It sounds really nice.
It was. It was tasty.
I used to have a
But
fruit salad a lot when I went to my grandmother's. I don't know why she had fruit salad all the time in her refrigerator. I hope it wasn't the same one, but it probably wasn't. Like I was like, well, because like it came okay. Here's the thing: growing up in the '90s, she was very frugal. Not a bad deal. I don't think she ever owned like Tupperware. She owned like, oh, this is a what is it? The Crocker, butter, the brown tub. You open it, it's spaghetti, or you open it and it's
yeah.
this Cool Whip containers. I mean, I don't.
No, that is definitely in our grandparents,
There
our
is Black
grandparents'
Friday.
generation
You can
thing.
get
Like my grandma is the same exact way. Like you constantly are opening,
containers.
and like grandma like takes great pride in telling you, like she'll give you something. She's like, she calls it Tupperware. Okay, like she'll give it to you. She's like, you can keep that Tupperware. I'm like, thanks, grandma. I
Yeah,
would
or
love
like
your Cool Whip container.
the French onion dip.
It-
Nope, it's not French onion dip. It's canned peaches. I can't.
Cool Whip containers were big, and the cheese spread containers were big.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Memories. Okay.
All right.
All right. Happy reading, everyone. Last sprint. Hello.
Hello.
So I listened
Mm-hmm.
to a message from Krista about Keeper.
Okay.
Left a message. And then I read 8% of Jennifer Chan is Not Allowed, which is a middle grade that I've been reading. Not Alone. Not Allowed. Not Alone.
Okay.
About a girl who goes missing, and she had believed in aliens, and her friends think that it might have been, or her friend thinks it might have been because she discovered aliens, that she disappeared. It's pretty fun. Kind of loving it.
That does not sound that far-fetched, because I've heard some book plots with that, or maybe it was a movie plot. But so I am on chapter 9. So I started it with, tonight, chapter 9. Not too bad. About 100-ish pages in. Again, not horrible, but it was okay.
I mean, that's pretty good. You read 100 pages.
Yeah,
You're in
that's true.
sprints.
That's true. We talked quite a bit too.
I think I read about 25-ish pages. I read a little less than 100 pages, I think, over sprints, because I didn't read 25 every time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how many.
I don't know. It's such a chunky book. It's such a chunky book that I'm just like,
right. It doesn't such a great job. Like a lot of practice.
It is such a great job. But there's like, again, it's like a 600-page book. So, yeah, I did good.
Yeah. It's like a 1/6 of the book you read.
Oh, look at me go. I know. I'll probably end up reading a little bit in bed before I go.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that I would finish Jennifer Chan tonight. I totally forgot, because I was going to like switch back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Mr. King is just staring at me over here, and I'm like, I did not get to you tonight. I am so sorry.
It's okay. You got a lot of reading done. It's okay. Jane finished her book. Yay.
That's good.
It's a cozy mystery. I know. Like, I love cozy mysteries when I read them. Like, cozy mysteries used to be like exclusively what I read at one point for probably a good year. All I read was middle grade and cozy mysteries. I've evolved a little bit, but I still love my cozy mysteries.
I have a lot on my TBR. I don't think I've read a cozy mystery yet, but I have a lot on my TBR. So
gotta take care of that. You gotta tell me which ones are on your TBR sometime, and I'll tell you which one to start with.
When I picked up a few from the Goodwill too, like the chocolate chip murder. I don't know if that's cozy mystery, but Joanna Flute.
Yeah, because she's an amateur, not detective, and is integral in solving the mystery.
There's a lot of cat cozy mysteries I put on my Libby TBR because I just thought the covers were just the cutest things.
Cats on cozy mysteries are so stinking cute.
They are.
Sometimes it's a little rough, but anyway. Oh, and I'm so glad that you stopped by, though. Thank you so much for saying happy birthday. And yeah, I'm sorry. That was the last sprint. I know Jill finished her book too and started Jade War. That is a commitment. I mean, that's serious. Which one does it start with? Is Jade War the first one? That's not the first one, is it? Jade Legacy, Jade War, Jade. I don't know which one that is. I only got a smidge of reading done, but enjoyed the chatting. Thanks for.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You are welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the chatting. I think we did a really good job once we started the timer of
Yes.
keeping ourselves.
We do get a little chatty though, but that's okay.
We do. Jade City is the first one. Okay.
Okay.
Is Jade War the last one? Or the second one? See, now I'm just.
That's my problem.
It doesn't sound like a series I would ever want to read, but I get major FOMO hearing about how much people love it.
Okay, so I bought, because it was on a Amazon Prime Day deal, I bought the entire series of Cinder, right?
Oh, I love Cinder. You need to read Cinder.
Okay, well, I have them all.
Good.
But here's the thing. So I thought I was getting a different book cover. And now I got like the animation cover, not like the heel with the like bionic. No, I got like the new version covers, which I
don't like them as much.
They look interesting, but when you're going for a certain, you're like, oh, I'm going to get these. They look really nice. I like them. And then something else comes. I'm just like,
not the vibe.
Okay.
Not the vibe.
Okay. Well, if I find them at the Goodwill or Half Price Books, I'm just going to slowly be picking them and then donating the other ones.
Yeah. The audiobooks of the Cinder series are really good. Lunar Chronicles is that. Christy, that sounds like a really fun time to me. Are you actually looking for a house, or do you just love browsing Zillow? Because
if you're actually looking for a house, I'm just going to give you my sympathy right now. I don't know where you live, and I don't know if your houses are like extremely outrageous like they are here right now in Nebraska. I feel for you because, yeah, people be selling these houses, and great for you, but like at a 7% deal with the mortgage. Whew.
Wait, is Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder is the sequel to the one that you read?
What? I didn't read one.
Wait, Jane, what was the name of the book you read? Okay, now I'm confused.
Good night, Kim. Good night, Lisa.
Good night. Good night.
I just want to say good night before, they pop off and we don't acknowledge. Thank you for coming.
Jade City is the first one, and then War, and then Legacy. And I just hear how much everybody loves them. It just makes me major FOMO. I get FOMO so easily. Thank you, Kim. Good night. You're welcome. Good night.
Our pleasure, really.
Chocolate Chip Murder.
Okay.
Is the sequel to Rocky Road to Ruin. Oh, you have Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder. Destiny.
Yeah, well, it has little chocolate chips, but the little chocolate chips look little they have faces in the chocolate chips.
This is the Joanna the one that Destiny has is the Joanna Funk one.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Chocolate chip cookie. I don't know. It looks super cute, and I
can't think of a place where it is, but it's the first in the series.
I didn't know, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get it because it's too cute not to pass up. And $1.
Yeah. Okay, so then there must be Chocolate Chip Murder is it's just a different book, but it's in the series Rocky Road to Ruin. Yeah. That's not in the.
Well, that one sounds good too.
That sounds good.
That's my problem. I fall
for the puns pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just.
But I love them. So yeah. But that's how I'm with Fourth Wing too.
I know it's kind of hard you were telling me that.
I am not an adult fantasy person, and I want to read Fourth Wing because it sounds really good. I don't think I'm gonna.
I've heard mixed reviews about it, to be honest with you. Like some people really like it and some people don't, and then I get nervous. Am I gonna be which side am I gonna be on? But I think that's with every book. Some books people like and some books people don't like, you know?
Yeah. Well, my librarian gave it to me to borrow, like her personal copy. So I'm not out any money if I don't like it. I just have to find time to actually read
Well,
it.
that's good.
And she said it's okay if I DNF it, but I have to give it a chance. I'm like, fine.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
Give it a chance.
Well, she's your librarian. She's going to talk to you about it too. It's not like,
Yeah.
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 Oh, she's in Texas.
Ooh, Texas.
Yeah, you're a lot higher than I am too. I don't mean to complain, but I get you. You know, when I look at houses on the market, you know, when I'm going to pick up the kids at school and I have to drive through the residential, you see the little thing, and I'm like, I want to see what your house looks like on the inside because it looks gorgeous on the outside, and I'm nosy. And I want to see what you're working with and what you're trying to sell it for. And then when I see the price, I'm like, back up, back up, back up, back up. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Just know that whatever you decide to get into and what you can afford, you will make it lovely. And if you're like me, you always like what you can't afford. You always like, oh, that house is so pretty. And then it's like super expensive. I'm that way with a lot of things. I'm like, you can't afford the backup.
I think a lot of people are that way.
I just think, well, I don't want to be rude, but when we got this house, when we toured the model of this house, they showed in the model all the updated gadgets and gadgets that you can have, but they were all upgrades. So like the standard, you know, layout that you got, the standard carpet, the standard paint, the standard, just everything, the standard kitchen appliances were not in the model. The standard countertops, like everything, even the cupboards were all, everything you walked into was upgraded. Did you know that when you walked into it? No, you just saw this lovely, beautiful home and you're thinking this is the base rate. Things could change if you get like upgraded carpet. Like obviously we need the carpet, the color, you know, but you didn't know that when you walked into it. And luckily I had said something about the gray walls because I love them. And I was like, oh, this is such a subtle color of gray. It's going to be so nice. He goes, well, actually, like the color is beige you're getting. That's the basic or the one the model comes with. This is a paint upgrade. Same paint, same flat paint, different color. $700 upcharge. Yep. You want your basement done in a ranch home? That's going to be $15,000 extra for half of the basement. But the other half is going to be storage. No, we'll finish the basement. Thank you. And we will get it the way we want it.
Well, you've done a great job.
I know. I love it.
And it's nice that you got to do it yourself and you closed it yourself.
Because my neighbor right next door, she has the same style-ish she has a ranch style and they finished their basement and it looks lovely, but I think it's very closed off to where we used almost every single bit of space and it works really well for us. Mm-hmm. We really like it. Whereas where I'm sitting right here is the section to where it would be storage. And I'm like, but I do have storage right behind me. We did an L-shaped storage and it works just fine with shelves. You know, so I like it, but I'm just saying it's expensive any way you go around it, Christy. That's what I'm getting down to it. Get what you can afford. It's going to be lovely. You'd rather not go broke over a home you can't take with you when you go.
True.
Eventually, you'll probably move in because you're looking to sell yours. You eventually will probably move unless it's your forever home. Then good for you, girl. Put those roots down.
All right.
Well, this was fun. Happy birthday.
Thank you for joining me. And your questions were great.
Of course. Maybe we'll do that more often, I guess.
Yeah.
Just to have a little bit of Q&A and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Oakley. Hello, Oakley. Hi, Oakley.
Oh,
Okay, we're not jumping.
Kylie.
We're not jumping. I know you can hear her. I know you can hear her. We're not jumping.
Aw.
Yep. And now he's chasing his tail because he's like, I hear her. I don't see her. Where is she? He was hanging out with Dad in his office.
Thank you. For real, if I visit you, I expect Oakley to sleep near me.
Well,
do
he
that.
does
That's
not
all
sleep in
we're
a
not-
kennel. I will put his little cot because my prince of a dog does not sleep on the floor. Often he has a raised cot. Just like he gets frozen blueberries in his breakfast.
Thank you so much for coming, everybody. I had so much fun.
I know, I did too.
I loved celebrating my birthday, reading and chatting, and all the good stuff. So,
Yeah. Thanks for everyone that joined.
mhm.
It was a good conversation.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're a gaggle of ladies just hanging out and just chit-chatting.
All right. Well, see you later,
Yeah.
everybody.
Hopefully soon, right?
Hopefully soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.